Storms, the wind, the rain, pouring down, blowing a hurricane. Storms can be really powerful. Take a look at this. Did you see those houses move? Whoa! Now it's okay, no one was hurt, but a great big storm did that. My dad was an architect. Any idea what an architect does? They design buildings. This is one of my dad's house plans. Now, today it'll all be done on computers. Along with surveyors and engineers, they decide where to build safely and what. They plan a safe building, then the builders follow the instructions and build a good building. Good, most of the time. Even they can get it wrong, sometimes. You could be an architect.
As a child, I knew I wanted to be an architect. But I didn't just play with Legos and build matchbox cities. I was the kid who bought plan books with my lawn mowing money, and I'd redesign the floor plans. To my 8-year-old self, this was being an architect, drawing and cutting paper, building models. They were miniature versions of big things. I could hold them in my hands. I was making. Then I went to architecture school and realized there was so much more: history, theory, materials, engineering, and construction details. And I devoured all of it. There was so much to learn, to take in.
All those books, lots of wise words. There's a lot to learn to become an architect, a lot to know. Why? Because people trust architects to design good buildings. The architect trusts the wise words. They do what the wise words say. They design good buildings. Trust wise words and do what the wise words say.
Stories of the Bible. The parable of the two builders. One day, as he saw the crowds gathering, Jesus went up to the mountainside and sat down. His disciples gathered around him, and he began to teach them. He asked them, "Why do you keep calling me Lord, Lord, when you don't do what I say?" Anyone who listens to my teaching and follows it is wise.
Hey, I'm gonna build here.
I'm gonna build out there.
All right, suit yourself.
Like a person who builds a house on solid rock.
Oh, yeah.
When the floodwaters rise and break against that house, it stands firm because it was well built.
I'll get here.
But anyone who hears my teaching and doesn't obey it is foolish.
All right, hey, this is nice.
Like a person who builds a house on sand.
Uh-oh.
When the rains and floods come and the winds beat against that house, it will collapse with a mighty crash. When Jesus had finished saying these things, the crowds were amazed at his teaching.
This is a really well-known story from Jesus. Did you hear what Jesus said? Anyone who listens to my teaching and follows it is wise. The book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 24. Jesus is saying we can trust his words. Now, Jesus wasn't an architect. He doesn't tell us where and how to build a good house. But we can trust Jesus' teaching in the Bible to help us live the best way, to build a good life. Dear God, wise words are good. Jesus' words are wise and good. May I trust wise words. May I trust Jesus' words. Amen.